We're going on to game number 4. Alright, at the top right, as the white Zerg, we got Sass40. At the bottom right, as the yellow Zerg, we got iwL Sacred. Now, someone's asking about the headset. The main difference, or the main reason I'm wearing this headset right now is because it's wireless, and the Razer one is wired. Because I was like walking around and cooking dinner and stuff just now before the cast, so it's slightly more convenient to have the wireless one. But the quality on the Razer one's actually better because this one's like doesn't have any bass or anything. It's like a pretty small, dinky headset. White and yellow Z. This is Z1, Z1 and Z5. All right, cool. I think that's right. I casted like one of the TLS games backwards. Just embarrassing, so I gotta make sure this is right. Anyway, we are on Fighting Spirit. Yay, we're on Fighting Spirit. Woohoo! I don't know why I'm happy about that. It's ZVZ, it doesn't actually matter what the map is. Whoa, whoa! We got an overgas. Oh, I got the positions wrong actually, my bad. Huh, shit, it wasn't right. So we got an overgas from Sacred, and we're gonna have a 12 something here. It looks like a 12 hatch from Vorty because he's not building. Oh, actually, wait, no, he needs another drone. All right, 12 pool, done. 12 pool versus overgas. All right. Now I think Bakuryu explained to me at some point what overgas is good against, and you know because I'm a terrible student, I wasn't actually paying attention, so I can't remember. But it's good against something. The main thing though, of course, is obviously he's gonna have quite a nice gas advantage over his opponent. Let me actually look at the pool timings here to compare. The pool timing is almost identical, so the overgasser is just a touch ahead, but he's gonna have a ton more gas here. Let's actually see how much gas he has when Sacred's, or sorry, when Vorty starts mining. So he's got about 130 gas, and Vorty just now starts getting gas, so he's gonna basically have a muta and a bit ahead of his opponent, which is gonna be pretty sweet. Anyway, on the other hand, Vorty's Overlord did obviously scout the correct direction, so he's going to have that scouting advantage. Although, I don't think he can actually tell when his Overlord gets here that this was an overgas. Like, this could certainly be an overpool into gas, or indeed even a 12-pool gas. Although I think once he counts the drones, he might figure it out. But yeah, I don't think he can actually really tell. Unless, well, I don't know. I'm not a Zerg player. Maybe you can tell. I'm not really sure. Let me see what if he can tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drones. Looks like same drone count. But the Lings are, and the Lings about even as well. So all in all, it's roughly the same, except that Sacred's got a little bit more gas. And it looks like Vorty actually going ahead and built the second hatchery in his main. He's a little bit scared here. Normally you would go for a 12 pool and then expand to the natural, but he's going to play a little bit safe. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think Bakuryu does it too, though, so it's probably fine. Anyway, that's kind of my measure of things. Does Bakuryu think it's okay? Alright, then it's probably okay. Anyway, Spire going down. And Spire would go down if that drone didn't block him. So now it's going down. Got a few Lings out here, but with that nice little arc on the ramp, not really going to be able to do too much. I don't know why this Overlord is going towards the top right as well. I don't know why you would send both 2 Overlords to your opponent's base. Because then when his Spire finishes, you're just going to lose both of them, so, I don't know. Seems a little bit weird to me. Maybe just, like, forgot. Anyway, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. So Vorty is going to have the larva advantage here, and Sacred is going to have the gas advantage. So if Vorty can do something like, you know, make a bunch of Lings and force Sacred to use his larva on Lings instead of build mutas and take advantage of his gas advantage, that sentence is a little bit redundant, but you know what I mean, then that will definitely go well for him. So he kind of wants to do that, kind of scare his opponent a little bit, make him waste his larva. Because that's actually quite important in this matchup, in addition to just minerals and gas. Now we do now have the second hatchery from Sacred, also in his main base. This really surprises me here. I mean, he had the position with his Lings outside of Vorty's base, and yet he's playing scared and not actually going to his expansion. I really think that hatchery should be here at the expansion. I really do think that, but, you know, I mean, since neither of them have the expansion, then it doesn't, I guess it balances out. I mean, they're both kind of just playing suboptimally. So we got some mutas on the way here. Looks like he's going pure mutas, not going to get any Scourge to start off with. And we got some mutas here as well from Sacred, but notice that because of the lack of larva, Sacred actually can't use all his gas immediately. So he's going to have the muta advantage eventually. But for the time being, it's actually pretty, well, it's going to stay the same until he can actually catch up in the larva. Losing his first Overlord would also be quite problematic, and it looks like he realizes he actually doesn't have time to save it. See, this is why I was wondering why those two Overlords were both going to the opponent's base. See, now they run away, but you know, he lost one for free. You could have lost the second one actually, but Vordy didn't even realize it was there. It's a bit lucky there for Mr. Sacred, although he is still supply blocked. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to chill. Any Spire upgrades? No upgrades. Going to use all their gas on Le Mutar. And it seems that they're just going to play defensively as well. Not going to try and poke out and do anything. Which is actually going to work out slightly better, I think, for Sacred, since, of course, he does have basically 100 and a bit gas advantage. So he's going to have one more muta than his opponent if they do kind of decide to engage anytime soon. And is now going to take his hatchery. Now this Zergling is probably going to be able to scout this because these Lings are positioned a little bit far back. So Vordy now sees that expansion hatchery, and what is his response? Is he just going to go for the kill, or is he going to expand himself? He is not expanding himself. He's building 2 drones though, so it doesn't seem like he's going all in either. He might just eco a little bit more and then take his hatchery slightly later, but with slightly more drones to back it up. Which I think is a perfectly fine decision as well, as long as he doesn't take the hatchery too late. Because really, you want that second gas, right? This is the important thing. The minerals are much less important. So having more drones is good, but only if you're also getting, you know, equivalent gas. If you have more drones but you have less gas, that doesn't really help you very much. Especially at this stage where like a Ling all-in doesn't work nearly as well. Anyway, looks like we're gonna have the engagement here. But oh, nice Scourge coming in here for Sacred. It looks like they were cloned well as well, but Vordy seems to have enough, does he? I can't quite tell. Everything's stacked on top of each other, but it looks like it's going to barely go Sacred's way. It's one-on-one here, muta on muta action, Discovery Channel time, and that muta's even gonna survive with 1 hit left. So both players getting out of that with 1 muta. Sacred actually counterattacked it, but then saw no natural here, so he's pulling back. He knows if he just defends this hatchery, he's going to be in a fantastic shape here. Look how late this hatchery is compared to Sacred's. He can immediately take his gas now, get even more of the gas advantage, as well as kind of catching up on the larva as well. So this could be great. This could actually turn into a really long ZVZ. This is very exciting. Both players are actually just droning up here, it looks like. Yeah, both players just making drones. So it looks like we're just going to have a crazy ZVZ. This could actually go to Hive Tech. This is awesome. Oh, fantastic. Vordy and Sacred. These guys know what's up here. None of this silly, you know, 6-minute ZVZ action. Let's go to Hive Tech. Let's put on a show. And so my question is then, or the question is, which Hive Tech are they going to choose? Of course, there's basically kind of 3 options here, well, I guess 2. Well, yeah, 3 options basically: Queens, Defilers, and Guardians. Now, Queens don't necessarily preclude the other 2. You can oftentimes see players get like a couple of Queens and then go for Guardians and or Defilers. But, looks like we're going to have an attack though, and Sacred, does he have enough here? Both players droned actually, so I'm surprised that he's gone for this. But coming in with the Scourge, oh man, Sacred, is he going to just take the game before we're done? I don't think he has enough to actually finish this, especially since it's going to be a much shorter reinforcement route here for Vordy. And yeah, a very peculiar attack there. I don't know why he would build drones and then attack. I mean, he really didn't have a significant advantage there at all. He's actually going out with a lot of Zerglings. Oh my god, he's got so many more Zerglings. He had the 3rd hatchery a lot earlier than his opponent, so he had a momentary larva advantage, and it looks like he's converted that into a gigantic Zergling advantage here. He could just take out this natural expansion from Vordy. Vordy's in a lot of trouble here. So many Lings coming out. He had no spawning. He had no idea that this was coming. I don't know what he built from his eggs, but right now, this natural expansion is going to go down here. I don't think there's any way he can save it unless Sacred just runs away for no reason. Oh man, it looks like Sacred just wants to save these Lings. Oh, it's because he's going for a double attack here. He's going in the back with the Mutas, and while these Mutas come back, now he's going to send the Lings right back in there. He might lose his Mutaforce, though. He has fewer Mutas, even though he has a Scourge. But now the Lings are going back to take down the Natural. The Mutas have to run away, but they gave the Lings the opportunity to kill every single drone in the Natural. All of the drones have gone down, and it looks like 2 drones somehow survived, but he lost like 5 or 6 drones right there with major damage there to Vorty's economy. But the thing is, Sacred didn't actually have that many drones anyway. It looks like Vorty droned a lot harder than his opponent, so Vorty might still be even on drones here. I think he might be down just a single drone or something like that. It's very close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it was very close. And he's droning again. Vorty, man, droning like crazy here, just using all his gas on air and all the minerals on drones, which seems very risky because you leave yourself vulnerable to this kind of big Ling double attack here. And once again, it looks like Sacred is going to go for that. Not going to bother even saturating his Natural, only using that for the gas mining. I think that's a good move. Oh, but it looks like this Mutas aren't actually even clumped. I don't know how he plans to actually micro against the Scourge if he's not even going to stack his Muta. But oh man, the Lings going into the Natural once again, going to take down these drones that were just freshly made. But actually, it looks like I don't actually see any drone corpses here, so it looks like he wasn't actually able to kill any drones. But yeah, really putting on the pressure here on Vorty, and he does have a slight supply lead. Vorty at 40 supply against the 43 of Sacred, but Vorty, man, he drones like crazy, so he's still got good saturation here in the main. I think he's still got more drones than his opponent, even though he keeps losing them. So if he just kind of holds on here, and you know, these Zergling numbers are going down, so if he just kind of holds on, he might still be okay. It's very close here. I'm not actually sure who's ahead right now. I think this attack has to do more damage as well to kind of equalize that drone advantage that Vorty has. But here we go. The Muta's going in here, and it looks like, though, once again, Sacred having to pull back, but once again going into the Natural. It's happening every single time here, and yet it doesn't even matter. There's nothing really that Vorty can do to prepare. Even a single Sunken Colony here wouldn't really do anything against that many Zerglings. So, yeah, you can't really do too much about it. It'd be really cool, actually, if he made a few Lings and counterattacked while that was going on, get some triple attack in action going on. But look at this. Every time he's just remaking the drones, and he doesn't even care. He's putting the drones right back. And every single time, the Ling number gets smaller and smaller. But the question is the air, and it looks like a bunch of Scourge coming in here. Another thing to note is that Sacred has been making a lot of Scourge, while Vorty's been focusing mostly on Mutas, so as long as he gets decent exchanges and doesn't take too many Scourges on the Mutas, he will eventually be able to overpower his opponent in the air. But it looks like, here we go, the Muta's going into the main base to kill all of the drones. The Scourge gonna hunt down the Mutalisks. It looks like the Mutalisks are fleeing for their lives. The drones are also fleeing, and here we go. Are the Scourge gonna be able to hit? Looks like the Scourge are AFK though. The Scourge, they're coming in the back. How well is he gonna clone them? He's going in with the Scourge. Sacred, can he take it down right here? Vorty, this could be the final battle for him. More Scourge coming in. I think Vorty's in trouble. I think Vorty's gonna go down. He's only got 2 Mutas. Sacred, he has a 42 supply lead to the 22 supply of his opponent. That, I think, was it. The Natural Hatchery's going down. It looks like Vorty might have droned a little bit too hard here. The Natural Hatchery goes down. It looks like the Mutas are going to retreat, but a colossal blow to Vorty right here. Sacred is looking really good in this game. A few random Scourge even flying around. Gonna take down that Muta, though. Only a single Muta, not enough to stop all of these Zerglings. Sacred is gonna even up the score here. He's taken down everything in the main. Vorty cannot stop it. He can't stop it. You can't stop the Ling train, man. The Ling train is killing all of your drones. He's down to 9 supplies, single-digit supply. He's gonna lose everything in the base. He's facing a 47 supply. Sacred is just mining away happily. He's sending in the rest of his Mutaforce. He knows he's got the game. He's gonna end it now. Not gonna mess around. Doesn't even really need to micro against the Scourge here. You can just eat all of the Scourge hits and still win the game. 1 hat versus 2 hat. Vorty is not pleased. GG! Whew! Oh man, 6 ZVZs, 6. See, that's the kind of ZVZ I want to see. Alright, also, we are now 2-2. Tied score between SAS and iwL. That's also what I want to see. I want to see ace matches. I want to see epicness. Oh, yes! And the next match